To the south of North America, where the desert meets the ocean and the forest hides secret passages to the underground, lies a land full of contrasts and secrets. Mexico, the cradle of ancient civilizations, is also one of the most biodiverse countries on the planet. Its landscapes hold distinct worlds, from the Sea of Cortez to the tropical jungles of Chiapas, from the scorching deserts of the north to the crystal-clear cenotes of the Yucatán Peninsula. In this documentary, we embark on a journey through Mexico's most astonishing ecosystems, revealing the daily struggle for survival of extraordinary creatures that inhabit these hidden realms. This is Wild Mexico, a world where nature still speaks louder, where whales and butterflies travel thousands of kilometers, and where jaguars and pumas walk along ancient trails, nearly invisible to the human eye. Here beneath the surface, in the treetops or under the blazing sun, every corner holds stories of adaptation, resilience, and beauty. Get ready to explore 5 essential biomes of this land of extremes. A journey that begins in the sea and ends in the depths of the earth. Welcome to Wild Mexico, from oceans to cenotes, a hidden world. In the far south of Mexico, where the green stretches to touch the horizon and mist lingers among the treetops, lies one of the last strongholds of the Mesoamerican rainforest, the Lacandon jungle. This vast refuge of wildlife, located in the state of Chiapas, is a world apart, where time seems to follow a different rhythm and civilization dissolves into the moisture of the air. Here every leaf, every shadow, carries the memory of millennia, and the silence is not the absence of sound, but the language of the forest, punctuated by the deep howls of howler monkeys, the crack of branches, and the constant whisper of biodiversity. Among the high branches and hidden streams reigns an almost mythical creature, the jaguar. The largest feline in the Americas, it moves like a ghost through the shadows, its silent steps drawing invisible paths through the dense jungle. Its eyes, like golden embers, watch everything, both predator and guardian. It hunts with lethal precision, ambushing tapirs, deer, peccaries, and even caimans. But its presence goes beyond biology. For the ancient Maya and Olmec, the jaguar was divine, a symbol of strength, night, and rebirth. In the Lacandon, it still inhabits this living mythology, like a deity that refuses to disappear. Around the jaguar pulses an intricate web of life. Spider monkeys swing through the trees with surprising agility, their vocalizations marking territory. Colorful billed toucans slice through the air with their vibrant feathers, while boa constrictors coil slowly around branches, camouflaged like serpents of shadow. Blue butterflies shimmer under the filtered sunlight, and giant anteaters roam the forest floor in search of termites. Each creature plays its part in a silent orchestra of interdependence, where the survival of one is tied to the presence of another in a living web of subtle balance. The jungle, lush and unpredictable, reveals its secrets to those who walk with attentive eyes. The vegetation forms green walls that intertwine, creating natural labyrinths of wild beauty. The air is dense, heavy with moisture and ancient scents, where each breath seems to touch the past. Small, vibrantly colored frogs leap among damp leaves. Bioluminescent fungi glow beneath fallen logs like forgotten lanterns. Hummingbirds hover in the air like winged jewels in suspension. It is a universe that invites contemplation and respect, where each organism reveals the sophistication of life in its rawest form. In the green vastness of the Lacandon jungle, every detail holds a fascinating secret. Among twisted roots and dew-covered leaves, the forest pulses with the harmony of its inhabitants. Blue butterflies dance in the beams of light filtered through. The canopy and tiny frogs dressed in vivid colors leap lightly among the damp foliage. Fallen logs become natural gardens covered in glowing fungi, and hummingbirds hover like living jewels, weaving invisible paths among wildflowers. It is a world where everything breathes in sync, a continuous spectacle of natural ingenuity, beauty, and diversity. And so, the Lacandon jungle remains one of Mesoamerica's most precious sanctuaries, a place where time bends to the rhythm of nature, and where the jaguar, lord of the shadows, roams free as a symbol of a lush, vibrant, and eternal Mexico. Here, the spirit of the forest lives in every sound, every color, every flutter of wings. And as long as this green universe thrives, it will continue to inspire reverence, wonder, and hope, like a wild heart beating in the south of the country, guarding the mysteries of a world that still resists, pure and magnificent. In the north of Mexico, where the sky curves in blinding shades of blue and the midday heat seems to melt the horizon, stretches an ancient vastness, the Sonoran Desert. This is a world of extremes, where the light scorches, moisture is a rare luxury, and the wind blows dust like a veil over the land. At first glance, the landscape seems barren, a rolling sea of sand, rocks, and thorns. But beneath this dry and inhospitable surface lies a surprising ecosystem, a tapestry of biological adaptations that defy logic and reveal the ingenuity of life. At the heart of this desert, saguaro cacti rise like sentinels of time. With spiny arms reaching toward the sky, these giant plants store thousands of liters of water in their fleshy tissues and can live for over 2 centuries. Their white flowers attract bees and hummingbirds, while their fruits feed birds and mammals. In their shade, lizards slink between the rocks, minimizing exposure to the scorching sun. Rattlesnakes remain motionless, camouflaged among the dry shrubs, waiting for the perfect moment to strike an unsuspecting prey. Every organism here has learned to be efficient, to conserve energy, to live with almost nothing. When the sun sets and golden light gives way to twilight, the desert changes its skin. The suffocating heat yields to a sudden coolness, and life awakens in the shadows. Desert foxes glide between rocks in search of rodents. Bats emerge from caves and hollow trunks, tracking insects with sonic precision. Barn owls with watchful eyes and silent flight patrol the night like ghostly hunters. Even the elusive puma, rare and secretive, may be spotted crossing rocky valleys under the faint light of the moon. Night in the Sonoran Desert is a celebration of adaptation, a silent dance between predator and prey, invisible in the light of day. Survival strategies here go far beyond nocturnal behavior. Plants develop deep roots that seek out invisible moisture beneath the dry soil. Small mammals, like the kangaroo rat, live without ever drinking water, obtaining all the hydration they need from the seeds they consume. Insects reflect sunlight off their exoskeletons to avoid overheating. This is biology at its limits, where scarcity breeds ingenious solutions. Nothing is wasted, nothing is superfluous. Life in this desert doesn't just endure, it refines, reinvents, perseveres. The Sonoran Desert is a spectacle of evolutionary creativity. Every plant, every animal bears the signature of natural ingenuity. The kangaroo rat, which survives without drinking water, the cacti, which turn heat into a survival strategy, the shimmering insects reflecting light like tiny living mirrors, all are pieces of an astonishing ecological puzzle. Here, where everything seems scarce, an abundance of solutions reigns, and adaptation becomes art. Nothing is random. The beauty of the desert lies in its precise logic, in its silent dance between light and shadow, heat and coolness. As we walk through this realm of thorns and sand, we are reminded that there is poetry even in the driest places. The Sonoran Desert is not merely a setting of survival, but a sanctuary of rare forms and surprising lives. It is a place where time sculpts natural sculptures, and the night sky reveals constellations with magical clarity. Here, every sunset is a living painting, and every creature is a testament to nature's power to thrive with elegance. The desert blooms, and with it, so does our sense of wonder. Every year, the skies of Mexico witness a mesmerizing spectacle, a winged dance that spans continents. Millions of monarch butterflies, delicate in appearance but powerful in purpose, travel thousands of kilometers from the Canadian prairies to the sacred mountains of Michoacán. Guided by an ancient instinct, they follow an invisible route on a journey that crosses generations and borders. They are travelers of the wind, carrying with them the living memory of a biological miracle that has been repeating for centuries. Upon reaching the pine and oyamel forests, these travelers transform the landscape into pure visual poetry. The trees become living cloaks, covered in orange and black wings that flutter under the soft morning light. Thousands of perched butterflies form pulsing curtains, creating a scene where the sky seems to have descended to earth. The sound of their wings, almost imperceptible, cradles the forest like a whisper from nature itself. For days and nights, this woodland becomes a living temple, where life silently celebrates its own persistence in color and stillness. This extraordinary phenomenon is not achieved by a single generation. Each monarch lives only a few weeks, but together, like pieces of a great cycle, they build a migration that transcends time. It is an instinctive inheritance, passed from mother to daughter, where each new generation resumes the flight left by the one before until the journey is complete. They return to the same valley, the same tree, as if guided by an invisible map written in their genes. It is a testament to the precision of nature and the beauty of life's continuity. In Mexico's flowering fields and mountain ranges, the monarchs find their final destination. There they feed on the nectar of wildflowers, rest among the treetops, and dance in the sun. The presence of these butterflies colors the sky and the soul of Mexico, reminding us that life always finds a way to bloom even after a long crossing. With every beat of their wings, they renew the cycle of existence and enchant all who are fortunate enough to witness them. On the Yucatán Peninsula, another universe reveals itself beneath one's feet, a hidden world of crystal clear waters and ancient rock formations. These are the cenotes, natural jewels formed by the dissolution of limestone over millennia. To the Maya, they were sacred portals. Today, they are living witnesses to the geological and biological history of Mexico. Within them, time seems suspended, and nature pulses to its own magical, profound rhythm. Light softly penetrates the turquoise waters, illuminating submerged stalactites and revealing creatures that seem to belong to another world. Blind fish glide gracefully, adapted to silence and darkness. Bats fly among the rocky vaults, composing the scene with agile, harmonious movements. Above, the tropical forest continues its cycle, while below, in the Earth's depths, another kind of forest thrives. A liquid forest, full of mystery and life. In northwestern Mexico, between the Baja California Peninsula and the mainland, lies a natural jewel sculpted by time and the movement of the tides. The Sea of Cortez, also known as the aquarium of the world, is a marine sanctuary of breathtaking beauty and remarkable biodiversity. Its waters, ranging from deep blue to translucent turquoise, are home to over 900 species of fish and a vast array of creatures that rely on this lush ecosystem to survive. Here, every wave carries an ancient story, and every current begins a new chapter in the cycle of life. During the winter months, a grand spectacle transforms the region into the stage for one of the greatest migrations in the animal kingdom. Grey whales travel from the icy Arctic seas to these warm, calm waters to give birth to their calves. In protected coves, the gentle giants move with grace, guiding their young through their first dives. Around them, shimmering schools of fish sparkle like coins dancing in the sunlight, while colonies of sea lions echo their sharp calls, diving and surfacing in playful routines passed down through generations. Beneath the mirrored surface, in the quietest depths, invisible hunters move with almost surgical precision. Hammerhead sharks glide through schools of sardines that gather in pulsing masses as if they were a single living entity. Manta rays dance in slow aquatic pirouettes, while moray eels lurk in rocky crevices, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Higher up, sky and sea meet as frigate birds and pelicans dive with deadly accuracy, piercing the waves like hungry arrows. Every creature, at every level of the food chain, plays its role with instinct and precision, composing a millennia-old choreography in constant evolution. Yet behind this apparent abundance lies a growing fragility. Industrial fishing threatens the delicate balance between predators and prey. Many species are being caught faster than they can reproduce. Ghost nets remain tangled on the seafloor, silently claiming lives. Unregulated tourism, with noisy boats and sound pollution, disturbs the behavior of sensitive species, altering migration routes and breeding patterns. The beauty of the Sea of Cortez is under constant pressure, and the line between abundance and scarcity has never been so thin. Despite the threats, this extraordinary ecosystem shows a remarkable resilience. Marine protected areas have allowed for the gradual return of some populations, and local communities are beginning to recognize the value of conservation as part of their own survival. Researchers monitor whale behavior, divers document rare species, and traditional fishermen adopt sustainable practices. There is hope in the air and in the water. The Sea of Cortez, with its ancestral strength and unparalleled richness, still pulses with life and endures. In this universe of contrasts where ocean giants share their habitat with tiny and delicate creatures, every moment is a lesson in balance and interdependence. The Sea of Cortez is not just a body of water. It is a repository of evolutionary stories, a stronghold of resilience, and a powerful reminder that nature, when respected, can regenerate itself. Here, in the liquid heart of wild Mexico, life keeps swimming, strong, resilient, and absolutely magnificent. The cenotes harbor unique and isolated ecosystems with species that exist nowhere else on the planet. Microscopic organisms, translucent crustaceans, and life forms adapted to the absence of light make up a secret and fascinating world. The water that flows through these underground rivers sustains both the invisible life below and the lush vegetation above. They are true sanctuaries of biodiversity, where each being plays a role in the delicate balance of an ancient system. These natural caves, with their architecture carved by time and their sacred atmosphere, are among Mexico's greatest natural wonders. Walking through their rocky formations and diving into their clear waters is like visiting the heart of the earth, a place where silence speaks and life, even in the most extreme conditions, flourishes with splendor. The cenotes are more than landscapes. They are living testaments to the ingenuity of nature and the depth of Mexico's natural world. From the Sea of Cortez to the cenotes of the Yucatán, Mexico reveals itself in all its magnitude and variety. Dense jungles, ancient deserts, seas filled with extraordinary creatures, mountains covered in wings. Every corner of the territory is a celebration of life in its most diverse forms. It is a country where nature expresses itself with intensity, creating a mosaic of environments that enchant, surprise, and inspire. Here, life pulses in interwoven cycles, from the flight of butterflies to the dive of fish into caves. Each species, each landscape, is an essential piece of a grand puzzle where balance is maintained by invisible threads of interdependence. Wild Mexico is more than a place. It is a testament to the continuous beauty and creativity of life in its purest form. To protect this beauty is in fact to celebrate it. Understanding Mexico's natural wealth means recognizing the priceless value of its ecosystems and the silent harmony that sustains them. In every corner of the country, nature invites contemplation and also enchantment. Because in this land of contrasts and wonders, life not only exists, it flourishes with splendor, poetry, and purpose. May this journey through golden deserts, humid forests, vibrant seas, and underground rivers remind us that Mexico is one of life's great stages on Earth. And may this natural symphony, with its colors, sounds, and silences, continue to echo for many generations to come.